Welcome to Fireside Chats with Wise on Home Inspections. I'm Trish, and I'll be your host for the next few minutes while you enjoy a cup of coffee. I'll do my best to make sure this mini presentation is over before you're done. This is a special edition of Fireside Chats with Wise on Home Inspections. We're going to talk about a few things that you can discuss with your sellers as you're heading into a busy spring market. We always think a home inspection just involves the buyer, which is mostly true. However, all parties involved in the real estate transaction want it to go well, and the more that everyone does to contribute to its success, the better. A brief conversation with your seller and a little bit of prep work on their end can often make a difference in the overall impression. Inspectors need access to all sorts of items, and we're not supposed to move sellers' possessions without permission. So having the seller ensure these things are accessible is a huge help. If an attic hatch is in a closet with clothing and shelving, please have the sellers remove the clothing and shelves. It's an important area to be able to view, and we need to be able to get a ladder in. Crawl space hatches are often covered with items. Again, it saves time during the inspection if it's easily accessible. Main water and irrigation shutoffs are sometimes hidden underneath basement stairs where the seller's possessions are blocking access. If the seller can clear a path to all of these items, it's greatly appreciated, saves time, and allows the inspector to do their job. Let your sellers know that the inspector will be looking under all of the sinks to make sure there aren't any water leaks. It's amazing what people hide under there. If they need to hide something, I don't look under beds, so that's probably a good place. The buyers will often attend all or part of the inspection as well, so having the home in showing condition always makes a good impression. Some homes have unique features, hidden items, or creative camouflage for shutoffs. Letting the inspector know what something is used for or where something is hidden saves them from hunting or having to advise the buyer to circle back and ask questions. If there's an explanation for an old stain on the ceiling, letting the inspector know that a tub overflowed 5 years ago allows them to document a dry stain and give a reason behind it. If the seller knows, for example, that a switch was installed for a future ceiling fixture in a bedroom, leaving a quick note will save the inspector time trying to figure out what an unused switch is used for. Sellers often think the little stuff isn't important, which in the grand scheme of things is very true. However, maintenance items can sometimes give the impression that there's a lot of work to do, or the buyer may falsely assume it's a poorly maintained home regardless of what the inspector says. Remember, the inspector is going to report on what they see, and if it's a potential safety issue, it's definitely going in the report. If a fixture isn't working because the bulb is burnt out, the inspector doesn't know why it's not working and has to report it as such. That's 5 minutes in a new bulb. Missing cover plates on a switch or outlet, that's a safety issue for young children. That's 2 minutes and less than $5 for a cover plate. Loose hardware, a few minutes and a screwdriver. An hour to clean the gutters. These are all fairly easy things that can be fixed quickly. If a seller isn't inclined or doesn't have the time, getting a handyman in for a couple of hours to take care of a few things is a great investment. Imagine a report having 10 fewer small maintenance items included. Taking some time up front makes a positive difference. If your seller isn't sure what items may need fixing, a pre-listing inspection may be a good investment. It will identify the larger items and give them the opportunity to get a quote for repair or replacement. Having the knowledge in advance allows you to be prepared for discussions that will likely be had with the buyer. It also gives your seller a list of repairs and annual maintenance items that they can likely take care of in advance, which we know will help with a smoother sale. Well, that's it for today. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or want to chat, please reach out. See you next time.